Hi there. Let's talk about why most students out there are broke in life. They find it difficult making money, which is life-changing. And by the way, guys, I don't mean all students. I've said most students. Of course, we have students out there who have actually been able to do awesome things in life, okay? In fact, even they're among the top billionaires out there in the world. But also we have a good proportion who have really been struggling in life, but they aren't really cracking the code. That's what I want to talk about in this video. Why most students out there are broke. They find it difficult making any meaningful money out there in life. You are all much welcome to the Money Daily YouTube channel. My name is Afagza Sifunam. By the way, if you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel. Subscribe because I'm out here bringing you awesome videos each and every day around personal finance, investing, and matters business. Thanks for subscribing. Having said that, for most parts of this world, guys, schools teach people how to get good grades. Of course, if a child out there, if a student has mastered the art of getting good grades, they're going to continue getting good grades. But also, what schools don't teach most people out there, and unfortunately in many countries out there, is that teachers are going to continue patting you on the back as long as you're scoring good grades. They won't tell you, for example, you're slacking off in a social interaction sphere, you're slacking off maybe in communication, you're slacking off maybe in negotiation and so forth. They won't really highlight soft skills which you need for you to excel. Of course, through different school programming out there, some of these skills are trained on students, but there isn't much attention paid on them as compared to attention paid on academic grades. For example, someone has scored an A, that person is perfect. No further training is required. As long as they keep scoring an A, it is all a business system. But guys, for most times, these actually end up haunting the A students in life later on. Reason being, their fellow students, maybe B students, C students, were also simultaneously developing other skills out there in due course. For example, interactions, communications, building networks, and so forth, as the A students were solely focusing on studying. And yet the reality of life is that in life, no one out there is an island. We live in a situation whereby we have to entangle different capacities for us to be able to push an agenda out there. And with that, students actually find it quite difficult for them to push through in life and even so unlock the code of making money. That's why I want to highlight to you these 5 reasons as to why most of the students out there find it difficult to make it in life, more so make good amounts of money, and they remain broke for the most parts of their life. Okay? Of course, the very first reason which I've talked about is excessive focus on academics. Guys, getting awesome grades is good. Being good in theories out there is awesome. Knowing matters around theories out there, all that is awesome. But as I've said also, it's high time education systems out there. I'm not saying in all countries education systems are flawed, but for a good number of countries out there, we need to ensure we give our students wholesome training beyond academics. Things around communication, things around interacting with people out there, things around having their voice heard out there. All these are areas where students need to be trained on, not just focusing on academics, okay? And then, the second reason as to why a good number of students out there are broke is reason because they live in expensive cities. What do I mean? Guys, in most countries out there, the best of schools, the best of colleges, the best of universities are actually based or located in big cities out there. And with that, these students out there finish schooling in whichever part of the country, they come to the city, given they start living that particular life, chances are even post their academics, they're going to continue staying in the city. Okay? Reason being, they want to continue living that life. They want, for example, to go back to the village, to go back to the countryside. They continue pushing life in the city, but the reality is that life in the city is very expensive, okay? To give you an example, in case there's earning difference, for example, of maybe even $300 between someone working in the village out there or even working in a town outside the cities and working in the cities, be rest assured, the person working in the satellite town out there is leading a high quality of life. Beyond what is there in the city, this person is leading a better life. Reason being, they are accessing the cheapest of foods out there, cheapest of groceries out there. They are having high saving rates because their rent is down and so forth. Guys, these are some of the things which students out there overlook. Just because you study, for example, in a given big city, it doesn't mean you have to continue working there. You can be open to opportunities, go work elsewhere out there as long as it is contributing to you working towards your bigger financial goal. Why not even be mobile? More so in case you don't have a family yet, in case you don't have a responsibility yet which tie you down to being in that particular city. Be flexible and you're gonna see where life is gonna take you. Okay? And then the third reason as to why a good number of students out there are broke is because they have very hefty student loans. Guys, the education system is kind of fascinating because in most countries out there, you find the best of colleges, the best of universities also charge the highest of fees. And of course, given the students were able to enroll in the best of universities out there, it means they have had to incur very high student loans out there for them to be able to go through their education system. Even guys, I was having a conversation with a friend whereby they were schooling in their undergrad in the US. And by the way, these guys were actually able to incur a student loan upwards of 50k USD over their duration of studying. Think about it. Someone incurring that amount in student loan, okay? And yet their first job is not even paying them half of what they require for them to cover their student loan. It's gonna mean they're gonna stagnate in life. Compare that, for example, to a B, a C, or even a D student out there who went to a local college out there or even a polytechnic or a TVET training institution. They didn't really incur huge amounts of student loans out there. And with that, it means their life is on the move. They aren't spending time, they aren't mark timing trying to pay off student loans. Already, they are free. They are thinking about the next frontier around investing, around what they can do for them to be able to make their lives better. That's a key area where some of the students struggle on because they found themselves in the trap of student loans. And then, the fourth reason as to why a good number of students out there are broke is because they haven't mastered the art of managing money. And even with that, some of them are living in illusion of what they can earn. With that, they are consistently maybe pushing themselves deeper in debts by incurring unnecessary debts out there, by living beyond their means and continue to dig their financial graves. Reason being, they think, for example, they have the propensity to make insane amounts of money because, for example, they got first class. Maybe they got A's in all the subjects, and yet the world out here works in a different way. Just because you got A's doesn't mean you're gonna be paid the highest amount of money out here. With that, some of the students out there are in the trap of how to manage money because they are living beyond their means in the hope that hopefully they're gonna be able to have a break whereby they're gonna be paying insane amounts of money and all this windfall is gonna fix all these issues they are having. It never works like that. Everything out here is step by step. You need to earn your place regardless of your grades. People are looking for what someone can do, not their grades out here. Okay? And then the fifth reason as to why a good number of students out there are broke in life, they find it difficult to scale up their money is because they have expensive hobbies, and even so, some of them are financing expensive relationships which they need to be mitigating against. Think about it. Peer pressure is real out here, guys. For example, you went to the same business school with someone. Yes, they're driving awesome cars out there, okay? They're going to the posh of clubs out there to interact. They're having exotic hobbies out there. It doesn't mean you have to also abide by that. Every person out here have their own different journey in life, okay? What that tells you is that play the cards according to the level you are at. Just because you're into school with someone, for example, even a quarter of your class, for example, have very awesome jobs out there. They meet regularly over the weekend. They have fun. They have crazy of hobbies. It doesn't mean you have to fit in. You're going to end up incurring crazy expenses, incurring debts just for you to finance these expensive hobbies. And yet, these hobbies aren't really revenue generation points. These hobbies aren't really investments which are going to give you immediate income. So, this is another area which students out there battle with and end up continue to dig deeper and deeper in their financial woes and even so lagging behind in life. And with that, you might be wondering, what is the solution? Solution is very simple, guys. Two things. Live within your means, and secondly, also don't let pressure out there get the better of you. It's as simple as that. Just because you need to be the most A-list of schools out there, it doesn't mean you need to live, for example, in the most posh of suburbs out there in the city. Just because your friend tells you, for example, this is good, doesn't mean you have to do it. Lead the life the way you want to lead yours because you have your own plan. You have your own trajectory with regards to making money and even so building wealth. What do you think about this video? Do you think these are the reasons as to why most of the students out there are broke, find it difficult making money? Share that down below in the comment section. Let's continue discussing. Cheers guys, I look forward to share with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye and you all take care.